Okay, this is a little follow-up on what I've been doing, and basically I have y'all seen my pictures that I've been posting, but basically here um, the maple and the pine look too much alike, so I changed the pine texture color, and everything has been rematched with color, so every piece. Let me show you that through here. My frames are dropping because I got fraps going, but basically everything matches up to its color now perfectly. Even my new tables that I put in and created, um, they have been matched up, as well as the lounge chases. Uh, let's see, I ended up creating a model for each one of the woods for the original texture on the drapes and all of this of the original bed to match my wood tones. And with all these beds, with all these new drapes, I added another one right here, and this got added because it had to be added because of what I'd done. Um, basically, did some things, and it wouldn't fit without having this in there. So you'll see that here in a minute. As you can see, the pine has been matched up, so it don't look like maple anymore. It's too close to it. And every version of wood has every single one of these beds. So let's see. I was not happy. Uh, some things felt off, and I'll show you that in a minute. That's why I'm not turning the camera. Uh, basically, I went through. Oh, there we go. I went through and grabbed some new tapestries. Um, you've seen these. These two here represent the same Renaissance 21st century that Code Club actually pulled their two models that they actually have in a game, and I pulled two more off that are in the same century as the textures that they use for the two of their tapestries. Then I took my own picture of mine and put that in there. And then I took these off the 21st century as well. These were mixed in with those. I don't think that one was right here, but anyway, the rest of these were pulled off the 21st century. So I thought I was happy, but as you can see, I didn't like the color. Just the plain colors would clash with the bedroom outfits. So I said, well, let me just go ahead and take all these roll chases I created and let me just go ahead and texture them to match the bed. So you can put these in there and they're going to match up with the wood tone and also with the cloth stretched over them. They're going to match. So I have each one of these in each wood tone. We got cherry, maple, pine, and walnut right here. It was kind of hard to match these textures up because they do not color match. When you use color match in Photoshop, they do not color match and match up like all the other woods did. These come out really different, so I had to tone them as much as I could, even though this won't actually come out to look like pine. But that's what it's called. It is a different tone from all the other ones, but I couldn't really match these up because, like I said, color match just didn't work right in Photoshop matching these royal chases. And I wasn't happy with some of the other items, so yep, you guessed it. I reskinned these instead of having red, blue, and green crap and everything looking like where is it? This chair, but a different color. I decided, well, let me just match the high chairs up to the bedroom outfits. And well, here we go. Now we have, they look pretty good. I have to say so myself. I did a pretty decent job skinning these things in. Uh, basically, you can see the textures. They're lining up pretty decent. They look pretty good. And yep, that's what I've done. So this is what I've been doing all night. just basically reskinning the furniture to make it look more in there. And all these skins that I got are royalty free. Uh, they are royalty free that I used, and basically I got them out of the 21st century and all. Basically, these things were shown up underneath 21st century textures and everything, and Renaissance textures. It was actually put up under all that, so I grabbed them to try to match. Since Worm is like a Renaissance type theme, because Worm really don't have a theme, even though people say it don't match this, don't match the theme. Worm don't have a theme, never has. It's got no theme park, therefore it has really no theme. Uh, if you ask me, that's my own personal opinion, but basically this is what I've been up to. So uh, we'll see what else I do, what else I come up with for my server. Uh, this is something I think people on Worm Online would like to see, to basically decorate their home so it don't look the same. I mean, you put this chair in every room just looks blah, but when you have a variety of chairs and a variety of wood, or you have, like for example, we have walnut. As you can see the wood tone, it doesn't match any of the other ones. And we have pine, then we have maple, and we have cherry, then we have the original color wood, which matches the original chair. But then we have all these other chairs. We have like a big variety to choose from. This is what I think people would actually like to have. Um, I altered the. I'm not a modeler, I try, but I'm not Ceramon. I didn't go to school for this stuff. No, I don't know how to model. I do try to model some, like I got my table. It's not the best table in the world, but it's a table, and I can modify already made models, but trying to come up with scratch myself, I'm not that good at it. So the best I could do right now so far is my table. And I took the wardrobe, basically squashed it, stretched it, rearranged the textures. Um, in Max, it's UV mapping. I remapped it so it wouldn't look so squished and look more natural and normal, and made a longer dresser out of it. So basically, got another piece of furniture. Uh, just pushing that. But yeah, I think this is what you all really would like to have, is stuff like this. And whoa, what the crap? Wow, that walnut just looked dingy. I just now noticed that. Pine looks a little dingy. All of these look dingy. Guess color match didn't color match too well with it. It got close, but not too close. I'll have to retake a look at those again, but yep, I think this is what people want. You have a whole set. So like now, people on my server, once I implement all this, they're gonna have 5 different sets of bedrooms for in their house that they can decorate each room with a specific color, and then they'll have themed chairs, chalices, and bedrooms stuff, and the new table, and everything could be themed to their house and all now. So I think that's a good thing. But yep, let me know what you think. If y'all want to see stuff like this, y'all need to let I'm posting this stuff for y'all to see, and you need to let Code Club know, point them in the direction to these pictures and these videos, and let people know this is what you all want. Y'all want stuff like this. You all want more bedroom. I mean, I'm not telling people. People look at my wagons, and some people complain about my wagons. This is my server, and my theme to my server. I like these wagons. I designed these wagons. I love these textures and pictures I found on the internet, and I'm going to use them on my server. I'm not saying Code Club needs to use stuff like this, but the amount of wagons and the variety of wagons is basically what I'm trying to stretch at, you know. And it's just like my tapestries. Basically, images on my wagons are on my tapestries. Um, the variety is what I'm going for here, you know, not the theme of this stuff, but the variety, the amount that you can use to decorate with. You know, with multi-story, um, you go back before multi-story, you really didn't need all this. You could have used this one set of wood because, you know, you had stone and wood walls, you had nothing else. And with just stone and wood walls, you basically did in no multi-story, you build a couple of small buildings out and about and you decorate it. I mean, you know, my next project will probably be, not saying it will be and showing, but it might be, I might get into doing ovens and furnaces, you know, using not just the standard brick that comes with it, but using clay brick, using slate brick, using, you know, the different new bricks that we have on the walls, which in the future, once the stuff gets, the code gets redone to increase the limit of walls and stuff like that, and hopefully they make it a big number and not another small number and then later have to change it again. Uh, I'll end up adding a ton of new walls, a ton of new roof textures, floor textures. I'm going to go back in because I had an issue before. Um, my floors were in fine. I could put walls in fine. I could put roofs in fine. The problem I was having was tile borders, and I'll take a look at that again because there was a lot of files I didn't look into, and the post that someone posted that the files that had been altered at that time, you know, I don't know where all the code is at, but eventually I'll go back to that and start doing more walls and stuff like that because I think Worm needs tons of tons of construction materials and types and tons of furniture to decorate with, and you know, I think Worm could benefit from new skills like upholstery. Um, see, we got upholstery, taxidermy. Yeah, taxidermy. Yeah, people who know me know that I started doing taxidermy on my server, and I did take it off because I didn't want to keep up with all of it. Um, I might later put it back in because it's basically objects like all this stuff, and this stuff's simple to keep up with. I just didn't want to keep up with extra coding files for like the skill files every time we got an update. I got to go through files and I got to redo things because I do not use mod loader and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into all that, but basically I had, and in the end I was like having to go through 4950 files, but you know, just keep an eye out what I've got coming. I got more stuff coming, and let them know what you think. If y'all Worm Online want to see this stuff, you know, let them know. You know, Worm Unlimited is getting this stuff, at least on my server, I know, but, you know, let people know this is what you want to see. Y'all have a good one.